We have the cutest bottle baby puppies and kittens you have ever seen. All of that and more coming up on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Joe Casados with the Arizona Humane Society, and we are so thankful you're joining us this morning. We have an amazing show planned for you today, including some tiny little furballs and a sweet dog who originally came into AHS back in 2017. Adopted once as a pup, this older gentleman still looks great and is ready to find his new forever home. But first, we have a unique looking kitten that's so pretty we had to name her after a princess. Hannah, can you tell us more about Her Majesty?
Yes, absolutely. Not only is she named after a Disney princess, it's my personal favorite Disney princess. This is Jasmine. Jasmine is a 9-week-old tortoiseshell. She was brought to the Arizona Humane Society as a newborn with her mom and siblings. You're going to meet one of her siblings, Maddie, later on in the show today. Her foster hero said that she is active and playful and energetic, but she can be shy at first, which is, normal. She just needs time to warm up, and she's looking for her forever home. Now, while Jasmine was brought to the Arizona Humane Society with her mom, we do tend to see a lot of kidnapping happening at this time of year. So please, if you find kittens, make sure that you leave them be until you know for sure that mom is not coming back. She may be out hunting or looking for a new and safe place for her kittens to be. And the last thing we want is for the mom to come back and not see her kittens. So make sure you leave them. And if you know for sure that the mom is not coming back, you can always check azhumane.org/found kittens for resources and information on how to help.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hannah. It is so important not to kidnap kittens. And since we're speaking of kittens, we do have a lot of bottle babies in our care, kittens and puppies. I know that we've mentioned this a lot of times, but we do need more fosters. So we figured we'd put together a fun little video for you. Check it out.
Hey animal lovers, I'm Carrie, foster manager, and we are here in our bottle baby ICU. This is a very special unit that we have here at the Arizona Humane Society. We run 24 hours serving the Valley's tiniest neonates, just like this little kitten, who is about 3 weeks old, but we serve kittens anywhere from 0 to 4 weeks old in this area. The Arizona Humane Society has very ambitious goals this year to save the lives of thousands of orphaned kittens. And we are here today with our shelter medical manager, Nikki Makis. Nikki, feeding these little ones is definitely a labor of love, both for our staff members and for our foster heroes. Let's talk about how many kittens AHS is trying to serve this year in our bottle baby ICU.
This year in our Bottle Baby ICU, AHS is trying to serve over 1,900 kittens. They are fed anywhere from 2 hours to every 6 hours, depending on their age. And it really is a round-the-clock job. There is a continuous thing. They're always hungry. They're always ready for their next meal.
I think people might underestimate how many hands it takes to feed all of these kittens, and I know our capacity right now in our bottle baby ICU this year is 153 kittens. If you can imagine having that many lives to feed, how many staff members does it take to take care of all of these kittens?
In total, we have 23 technicians throughout the week to care for these kittens.
And I know the Arizona Humane Society relies heavily on our volunteer presence as well to not only feed, but also clean, wash dishes, and really take care of the area. And as we look at how you can help the Arizona Humane Society this year, one of the most critical aspects is to become a foster hero. We can take care of these kittens while they're in our shelter, but to be able to serve 1,900 kittens, we need to recruit the support of the entire community so that they can go out to foster as quickly as possible. What do you think is important for foster heroes to know about bottle baby kittens?
Just making sure, that you're sticking to the schedule and that it's okay if a kitten doesn't latch right away. Sometimes you gotta try some tips and tricks. And then really also keeping them warm because they can't regulate their own body temperature.
It's such a rewarding experience to foster these little ones, but it is round the clock, like you mentioned earlier. And the best part about fostering neonates with the Arizona Humane Society is that we will provide all of the guidance that you need to learn how to do bottle baby feeding, as well as troubleshooting any medical concerns that you may have. So it's okay if you've never done this before. We are here to support you. And again, with 1,900 kittens expected to come through our doors this year alone, we need the help of everyone. AHS will provide all the supplies that you need to care for your neonate kittens, including a heating pad, scale, food, toys, baby wipes. We will provide it all. We are so grateful for you considering to become a bottle baby foster today. You can sign up online at azhumane.org/foster. If you go through our orientation process, there's even a special training module for how to feed bottle baby kittens. It's just the very beginning of kitten season, and we need the whole community to step forward. So please reach out to us today to add a little bit of joy and love to your heart and home.
You saw this big love bug's photo earlier. He might be all grown up now, but he still has a lot of puppy love to give. Lisa, how is this sweet boy still available?
Well, this is Maverick. He is now 8 years old. In 2017, he was abandoned and came to the Humane Society and was adopted. Now, this sweet guy got brought back to the AHS because he wasn't getting along with the dog in the household. So he is a staff favorite. We all know him so well, and for those of us that have been around forever, we recognize this adorable face just a few years later. But he probably will do best now that he's in his golden years with no dogs, no cats, but just with people who love him. He loves walks, he loves car rides, and look what a perfect companion he is. He knows sit, down. He is just playful and happy for treats and walks. So Maverick's adoption fee is waived. All of our dogs over 50 pounds, adoption fees are waived. And this handsome boy is a long timer, so he has no adoption fee. And ways to keep your dogs healthy. Our Healthy Tales mobile clinic is going to be at our Mesa thrift store on April 17th. And doing low-cost vaccines and veterinary technician checks and veterinarian there. So we want you to be able to keep your dogs healthy even after adoption, or dogs that didn't come from the Humane Society at all. If you go on to azhumane.org/events and reserve your spot now for the 17th out at our Mesa thrift store for some low-cost veterinary options.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Maverick and Lisa. Now, stay tuned because coming up, we have a fun, crafty way that you can help our shelter pets right from the comfort of your own home. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Today, we have a fun, crafty way that you can help pets in our care right from the comfort of your own home. We're going to be showing you how you can make a cat cozy. Now, we use these for all the cats in our care, but unfortunately, we are running low. So we would love for you to consider making one of these or a few at home and bringing them in to donate. Now, before we get started, you can find all the instructions on making your very own cozy right at our webpage, azhumane.org/volunteer. Just click on that button that says, "Can I volunteer from home?" and you'll find everything you need to know. Now, Janine, can you just walk us through a little bit of the supplies needed and then how to go about making one of these cozies?
A lot of times we actually will give you the felt, because we've had a donor that brought us pounds of this stuff, and we just will set you up with all the instructions. And it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to make one, and I do these all the time. And they're really simple. You basically have 2 pieces of felt, and then you wind up cutting each. You have to get a little template. This is a 3x3 template. You put it in the corner, cut that out, and then I just draw a line, and then I take my ruler and I just do an inch apart, and then that's all you do. It's so simple. It's just more of like a time-consuming thing. But make sure you have really good scissors, and then you're going to wind up cutting out these little squares, and then later on you can make actual toys, cat toys out of it. So nothing goes to waste. And these are really fun too. So you just cut those into small pieces, and then you just roll it all up. And then I put some really fun like duct tape that's like a little cheetah, and that's really cute. But then once you get these all strips cut, all you do is you do a double knot. You just tie it, and then you tie it again. And that's all there is to it. It's simple, but the kittens and cats love these, and we take these with them from kennel to kennel around the shelter, so they always have their scent on them, and that makes them a lot more feeling secure and not stressed out when we're moving them around our shelter. And this is what it looks like. This size here will make one this big, which is great. This is probably more for a cat size, and then we have smaller ones for kittens. But and then when you tie them, it winds up kind of making it cup a little bit, which makes them very cozy. So that is always a fun thing. And it's something you can do just watching TV, sitting around, just taking your time, and you're doing something that is a simple project, but it's going to make such a life-changing thing for these kittens and cats in our shelter. They just love these things.
That's so great. And I love that you don't even need to sew anything. You can just tie them. It makes a great project for kids at home, especially during the summer months here in Arizona when it's hot. If you need an activity to do indoors with your kids, they turn out great, they're adorable, and we really could use the help. So please consider making some of these at home, and then you can bring them into any of our adoption locations to donate. And I mean, just look at these adorable cats snuggling up on their cozies. You really could help us make such a big difference. Now, with all of that cat and kitten talk, we felt it was only right to introduce you to a puppy next. And we have a very rare, tiny little house hippo here to introduce you to. He is just the cutest thing. Can you tell us who this is, Lisa?
This is 10 weeks old little Tex, but he is full of spunk now. They were abandoned, him and his brother were abandoned at an emergency animal clinic. And of course, they didn't have much fur, and they had a little bit of tummy troubles. And now he is with us at the Humane Society, and he specializes in giving smooches, yes, good boy, and cuddling. This little tank, we're calling him a little house hippo. He is happy, lovable, just needed a little bit of checkout and a few weeks of care and nutrition at the Humane Society. He's getting his fur back, and he is healthy and ready to bounce on into your home. He also would love it if you all wanted to take him in a new Toyota Tundra. AZ Humane has a partnership with the Valley Toyota dealers. They've been such great partners for us, and now they are giving away a 2025 Tacoma TRD Super Cab for your Super Hippo when he gets big. And tickets are $20. One ticket is $20, 3 for $50, and 7 tickets for $100. Limited tickets are sold. So if you are thinking that you would love a new Toyota Tundra, of value of more than $42,000 for just a few raffle tickets that benefit little puppies like this, we would love for you to drive away in that new Toyota Tundra if you participate in the raffle from Valley Toyota dealers.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Make sure you go buy those Toyota raffle tickets. And make sure you stay tuned. We have lots of pets who can't wait to meet you coming up. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now we have an absolutely adorable pup who came in after their owner couldn't care for her anymore. Who is this wiggly little lady, Hannah?
She really is wiggly. This is Midnight. She is a 7-month-old American Pit Bull Terrier. She came to us through the field team, like you said, due to her owners just having too many pets in the home and not able to care for her. She's so sweet. Her teeth and ears needed some cleanup when we first got her, but she is all cleaned up, and she is social and wiggly and super sweet and just ready for her forever home. Right, girl? She's so cute. It is starting to get really hot in Arizona, so we want to make sure that we're keeping our animals safe. So we're going to tell you a little bit of do's and don'ts that will help with that. Please remember to never leave your pet in the car or outside in the heat, or go on walks in the middle of the day. What you can do instead is bring your pets indoor with access to plenty of shade and cool water When you want to go for a walk, make sure it's either early in the morning or later in the day, and always test the pavement. If it's too hot for the back of your hand, then it's probably too hot for your pet. If you do see a pet that's stuck outside in the heat for a long period of time, do not hesitate to call 911 and help this animal. And you can visit azhumane.org/nohotdogsaz for more information and tips on how to keep your pets safe in the summer.
Thank you so much, Hannah. It is getting very hot out there, people, so make sure you're keeping your pets safe and healthy in all this heat. Now, we thought it would be fun to bring you a brand new segment that I'm calling Pawsitive News. I hope you get my pun there. And we wanted to start with something that happened in the shelter just this last week. We had an unfortunate situation where we had ran out of 5-gallon buckets, which are critical for our field team, especially during the hot summer months. Our field team uses these buckets to provide water for dogs who are left outside without a source of water. This is just the first step. They also provide education for owners and alert them of the dangers of leaving pets outside without adequate cool water. Fortunately, our friends over at Home Depot generously donated 300 brand new buckets for our field team. And to make it even better, they hand-delivered these buckets along with some custom artwork to show how happy they were to help in our life-saving efforts throughout the valley. If you see a pet in need of help, please reach out to our field team using the contact information on screen. It takes all of us to keep the valley's pets safe. And next up on Pawsitive News, we wanted to share a story of a happy ending of a sweet dog named Benji. Now, you might have seen Benji's story on the news or on social media as it's gone pretty viral. Unfortunately, Benji was abandoned on the side of the road in Surprise after his owners didn't want to care for him anymore. Fortunately, a Good Samaritan found him, and we have a positive turnaround to this story. Check it out. Oh, what a great story. Now, you saw this cute kitty's sister earlier. She might not look the same, but I promise you they are related. Lisa, can you tell us more about this little one?
Well, this is little Benita, and she was stuck in a wall. So luckily, our field team went out and rescued her, had to do a little chipping away. And a lot of times that completely scares very young kittens, but not Benita. She's wild as can be, loves people, playing with toys like crazy up here. And she is just the cutest little fluffy thing. Her foster family had other cats in the home, and she loves playing with other cats and obviously with any sort of feather toys. So if you have kids between the ages of 5 and 17, and they like animals and animal adventures, we have all kinds of youth camps available. Any sort of spring break or our summer camps. They have all kinds of programs to be able to interact with little cuties, puppies, kittens, and also our humane education pets, which are cockroaches and lizards and all kinds of wonderful things that I don't want to touch. But kids love them. So ages 5 to 17, you can sign up your kids at azhumane.org/youth. And we have all kinds of programs like future vets, depending on the age of the kids, age-appropriate education, and a break for mom and dad. So the kids' camps, you drop off your kids, and we provide all the entertainment for the day. So Benita here is going to be happy to provide those kids some entertainment.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa. Please remember to sign up for summer camps, and don't change that channel because we'll be right back with a couple more adorable pets, including this sweet pup. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. We all know that moms are the best, and this sweet pup is no exception. She is peace, she is love. Hannah, tell us about Dove.
Oh, this is Dove. She is a 3-year-old Australian Terrier. She was found as a stray with her 6 newborn puppies, as you see there in the picture. She went to foster care with her puppies until they were weaned. She is very shy and timid at first. It might take her a little bit to warm up, but she's super sweet. She loves treats. Her current foster hero said that she will be a really great companion dog. She loves walks. She loves car rides. She just likes a slow, quiet life that every mama deserves. We have a lot of foster needs currently, including for puppies, for dogs that are expecting puppies. These mamas are looking for a safe foster home to care for their puppies until they are old enough to be adopted. Go to arizonahumane.org/foster to learn more about how you can become a foster hero and save more lives.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hannah. Please consider fostering some of our mutt-ternity moms. And now it's time for the last pet of the show. And how about you do the honors of introducing this sweet little kitten, Janine?
This is Maddie. Oh my goodness, she is so cute. I mean, all kittens are cute, right? But she's like exceptionally cute. Look at these beautiful eyes. They just match her fur. She is the sibling to Jasmine. And I really hated to separate them in the kennel because they were snuggled up, just intertwined with each other. So kittens always do better in pairs. So if you need 2 kittens, take them both. Jasmine and Maddie will just love it. And you heard the story about the mom and the babies that came in, but now they went to the foster home and they're just perfectly socialized. She's like more of a calm demeanor. She likes to play, but she's like more like the snuggle, being scratched and all that. So she's not a super high energy cat. So anyone will just love her to be their little forever friend. Look at this. Oh, she's a boxer. Yeah, get it. And a lot of communities are having troubles with overpopulation of cats in there. And so we have a program called TNR, Trap, Neuter, Return. And what that does is you work with an organization like SoManyCats.org, and they will supply you with the cages, the traps to catch them, and then they will spay and neuter them, and then you take them back and make sure that I think you keep them for 1 night in their cage just to make sure that they are okay after their surgery, and then you re-release them. And the thing with community cats is once they're altered, they keep out the new cats in the neighborhood. So your community, your population does not get bigger. It stays the same. And a lot of times they are there for a reason. They're keeping the rodent population down. So, and they actually can eat scorpions. Did you know that? That's crazy. So they have a purpose in communities, and they're not always a nuisance that people think they are. I just love seeing cats walking around, when I see them in neighborhoods. But just go on SoManyCats.org if you want to help out in your neighborhood, and someone needs to take little sweet Maddie home, right? Say, look at me. I'm so cute. Wow! Okay. So she is a little bit energetic, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you, Maddie. If I saw that sweet little kitten walking around my neighborhood, I would not be upset at all. Well, we want to thank you all for joining us for Pets on Parade. We gave you lots of information. Help us make some cat cozies. Consider fostering a bottle baby or a maternity mom. And as always, check us out next week on Pets on Parade.